Senator John McCain in Sun City, Arizona, wrapping up a town hall meeting on, of all things, health care reform. Part of the discussion today was whether to use reconciliation, but the Democrats might use reconciliation to push this through. You can get down in the weeds on this, but the truth is Republicans used it in 2001, 2003, and 2005 to pass the then President George Bush tax cuts. Democrats were all up in arms over it at the time and called it trickery. But Senator Judd Gregg got on the floor of the Senate and said the following: reconciliation is a rule of the Senate that has been used before for purposes exactly like this on numerous occasions. He went on to say, is there something wrong with majority rules? I don't think so. The point, of course, is this: if you have 51 votes for your position, you win. And under reconciliation, which is traditionally used in the budget process and for deficits and all the rest, they were to take health care and put it under reconciliation. They could do that. Carl Cameron is our chief political correspondent and is live with us now. Carl, if they do it, though, it looks like they're set up for a fight.
Oh, you picked the right guy to talk about living in the weeds on something like this.
I know.
You know, here's the thing, Shep. When you talk about this idea of eliminating the filibuster-proof 60-vote majority and allowing something to pass at just 51 votes, which is why they call this the nuclear option, and something that would blow up goodwill and bipartisanship on Capitol Hill.
What bipartisanship?
Well, here's the thing to remember. When you talk about how President Bush did it in those years, he did it to cut taxes.
Yep.
He did it on budgetary activity.
Exactly.
And that has been what reconciliation, or the nuclear option, was created to do. What the Obama administration, what Democrats in Congress are talking about using it for, is different in that they would be creating a whole new government program. Not just any government program, but arguably one of the biggest entitlements ever. So it would be, in the minds of critics, a misuse of a legislative tool and an exploitation of the ability to use it by applying it to something this big. Now, if they did it, what would happen? There would be, frankly, some hell to pay, because Republicans would shut down the Senate. They would prevent other things to happen, and it could take a long, long time for that to recover. And on both sides of the Capitol and the other end of Pennsylvania Avenue in the White House, the calculation is it worth it or not? And they haven't let us know, but they've signaled they might.
But they haven't reached a determination on whether it's worth it or not at this point. Is that the sense of things?
That's right. And it boils down to one remaining committee in the U.S. Senate, and we've talked about it ad nauseum. It's the Finance Committee, chaired by Max Baucus, the Democrat of Montana, and helped out by the ranking Republican, Chuck Grassley of Iowa. If they come up with a compromise that doesn't include a public option, that will satisfy liberals on the left and attract a few conservatives on the right, then there's a new ballgame that could eliminate the possibility of a government takeover or this public option. However, if the Senate Finance Committee falls short and can't cut a deal amongst that gang of 6 guys, the administration and Democrats have signaled that reconciliation is looming.
Well, one of the members of the group of 6 is Chuck Grassley, who's already said if he can't sell it to Republicans, no matter what they come up with, he's not going to try to sell it. In other words, we might come up with something, but I'm not going to vote for it even if we come up with it. Isn't that what he said?
Basically, and it depends on whether or not the president's own pledges hold up.
Right.
Can they do this without increasing the deficit? Can they do this without destroying the private insurance market? Can they do this without limiting and rationing the relationship and the services that a doctor provides to his or her patient? All of those things, if they can be done, everybody's happy. The problem is it isn't easy. That's why they've been trying for so long and unable to do it.
All right. If you're interested in this matter of reconciliation, how it's been used in the past, where it fits into the Constitution and all the rest, you should go to Google and Google it. There are a lot of quotes, probably from your senator or your representative.
Or talk to us.
Oh, yeah, talk to us, but Google it. Do your own research. It's too important to just sort of listen to me about. That's for sure.